hours went today, but I swear I didn't let them completely slip away. The screen stayed glowing through the afternoon light. Cleared out a couple windows, got a few words right. It ain't a masterpiece, but it's a start, I guess. A little less chaos, a little less mess. Just finding my footing in the quiet of the room. I made a little dent, yeah, nothing you put on a shiny slide, but just enough to keep the guilt outside. A little ground got covered, yeah, that's the daily news. No standing ovations, no major breakthroughs, yeah. A little ground got covered, just pacing out the grind. Everything else is just leaving the morning behind, yeah. Let the dark rose freeze while I was lost in my head. One straight thought branched out, look where it led. Added a couple heavy lines to the bottom of the page. Crossed one single item off the daily to-do stage. It isn't a trophy, but it isn't a defeat. Just quietly step into a slow, steady beat. A shade better than I was when I woke up. No sudden lightning strikes, no magic in the air. Just the quiet momentum of pulling up a chair. I'm starting to think that's all a lifetime really is. Just stacking up a quiet pile of tiny little wins day by day. Nothing for the timeline, no flashing neon lights, no dramatic stories for the internet tonight. Just a little ground got covered, doing what I do. Just enough motion to say I pushed through. The screen looks a little different than when the day began. The sky outside the window is turning blue again. Just a little ground, yeah, that's enough. Just letting it be. Put my glasses on just to look the part. Got the bright screen glowing, but I just can't start. Scrolling down the page like I'm seeking the truth, but I'm just watching the shadow cross the room. The mug on my left is getting ice cold. The journal is open, but the story's on hold. Got a desk full of habits I'm trying to fake, doing my absolute best to look wide awake. I tell them I'm working, and honestly, it's a half-truth kind of symphony. Playing the part, sitting up straight. Got a mountain of tabs and a lot on my plate. Playing the part, just riding the wave. Sometimes the mind needs to wander away, yeah. Yeah, take a breath. Drag and drop a folder just to clear the space. Read the front page, forget it right away. Try to write a chorus, maybe 2 or 3 lines, but I watch the afternoon slip through the blinds. The street lights are painting the pavement in gold. The evening is young, but the coffee is old. Hovering right between lost and aware is usually the moment the magic is there. Maybe the forward isn't always a sprint. Maybe the answers just give you a hint. Maybe just breathing is part of the grind, letting the puzzle pieces fall into line. The backlight is fading, the cup leaves a stain. A couple of daydreams still caught in my brain. Clock on the wall says it's 5:03. Half drunk ceramic looking back at me. Yeah, the inbox is quiet, the screens are gone dim. Found the rhythm of the task and I swam right in. Nothing for the trophy case, no headlines to print. Just a steady little grind with a golden tint. Check the box, move the file, let the motion take hold. Before I knew the hour, the story was told. It was just a Tuesday, helped to get by the seam. No burning bright, just a consistent steam. Everything aligned, yeah, the pace felt right. Holding down the middle ground, steering through the lights. Survived the chat, yeah, I finished the note. Kept a little paper boat, a focus afloat. That's the afternoon truth, the simple win. Watching the sun settle down on my skin. The gold in the window, it's a slow motion leak. Say goodbye to the stress that was hot in the cheek. I didn't have to force it, I didn't have to try. Just watch the heavy expectations drift on by. Yeah, the desk is clear now, the screen is a lake. Counting every little breath and every step I take. Not chasing the lightning, not chasing the peak. Just finding the quiet that the ordinary see. Sometimes you just gotta let the day lead the way. Stop the overthinking, find the words you need to say. One more second, yeah, one more little blink, and the pressure's gone before you even have to think. Patience in the pocket change look. Yeah, just like that. Close the lid. See the lights come on outside. Tomorrow's got its own plan. I'm out. Just riding the current, find the frequency. Stared at an empty ledger when the sunlight was strong. Now I've managed to capture the ghost of a song. I ain't booking a flight or throwing confetti, just keeping the breathing incredibly steady. Linked a couple of phrases, forged a small chain, sheltered a tiny spark from the incoming rain. It isn't a masterpiece, ain't a platinum plaque, just keeping the locomotive right on the track. Yeah, laying the ties, bridging the gap, just a yard at a time. No need to hustle the rhythm, no reason to climb. Bridging the gap, letting the pressure release. Quietly securing a fraction of peace, yeah. Holding the ground. Trust the compass. Don't force the needle. The jasmine tea settling inside of the mug. The shadows are stretching right over the rug. One isolated murmur becomes a clear tone. A tiny foundation built out of the stone. The metropolis hums on the asphalt below, while I'm carefully keeping the energy low. You might think I'm idle, just wasting the day, but the fog in the mirror is fading away. Yeah, out of the haze, bridging the gap, just a yard at a time. No need to hustle the rhythm, no reason to climb. Bridging the gap, trusting the slow burn, watching the seasons naturally turn. Yeah, keeping the pace. A little more ink in the ledger. The amber street lamps conquering the dusk. Just a subtle push forward and letting it rest. Yeah. Let the loop ride, no deadlines in here tonight. The monitor glows, painting shadows on the wall. Got 100 bookmarks saved and I'm clicking through them all. There's a half-forgotten mug resting by the keyboard tray, watching twilight slowly wash the final hours of the day. Ain't no destination typed into the search bar right now. Just surfing on the data, not worry about the how. Zero pressure to produce, zero boxes to check. Taking the scenic route across the internet deck, yeah. Keeping the tempo loose. Lost in the scroll, falling down the rabbit hole. No itinerary needed, just letting the night unroll. Window after window, crowding up the visual space. Finding quiet little rhythms in a noisy digital place. Yeah, let the cursor drift. Embrace the slow shift. We just floating. Started looking up the roots of an old school jazz beat. Now I'm reading about the cobblestones on a Parisian street. Every single hyperlink is just a stepping stone to cross. There's a special kind of comfort when you choose to get lost. City traffic humming softly outside the window pane, while I'm riding down the tracks of a virtual train. No thesis to defend, no conclusions to draw. Just soaking up the trivia without a single flaw. Don't need a summary, don't need to pass a test. Sometimes a hyperactive brain just really needs to rest. Connect the random dots, collect the scattered thoughts. You don't always need to steer the ship. Sometimes you just let the current take you. Lost in the scroll, falling down the rabbit hole. No itinerary needed, just letting the night unroll. Window after window, crowding up the visual space. Finding quiet little rhythms in a noisy digital place. Yeah, let the cursor drift. Embrace the slow shift. Leave the sessions running. Let the screensaver kick in. We can pick the puzzle back up when the morning begins. Keep the curiosity alive. Catch you on the flip side. Check. Just let the loop roll. Check. Just let the loop roll. The cursor pulses on an empty white space, floating through the digital, looking for a trace. Got a dozen little windows scattered on the glass, watching the hours in the slow shadows pass. Half a cup of chamomile, sitting getting cold, chasing down a rabbit hole, seeing what unfolds. Ain't no heavy deadlines breathing down my neck, just surfing on the quiet, doing a mental check. Drifting through the bandwidth, riding on the breeze, catching little fragments, doing what I please. No destination program in the drive, just letting the curiosity keep the spark alive. Yeah, wandering without a map tonight, bathed in the glow of the monitor light. Yeah. Click a hyperlink and suddenly I'm deep. Learning about a mystery instead of catching sleep outside the apartment. The street lamps ignite while I'm digging for a treasure hidden out of sight. It's a domino effect of random trivia, building up a puzzle that I never meant to draw. Who needs a compass when the getting lost is sweet? Just walking down a virtual undiscovered street, scanning through the paragraphs, soaking in the tone, in this quiet little universe, scrolling on my own. Don't need a conclusion, don't need a heavy plot, just gathering the pieces of a scattered thought. Drifting through the bandwidth, riding on the breeze, catching little fragments, doing what I please. No destination programmed in the drive, just letting the curiosity keep the spark alive. Yeah, wandering without a map tonight, bathed in the glow of the monitor light. Bookmark the feeling, let the screensaver kick in. The world outside is quiet now, we just floating. Yeah, no rush today, just feeling the tempo. Cursor blinking to the rhythm of the snare drum. Afternoon fading, just waiting for the flare to come. Didn't move a mountain, but I shifted the sand. Kept the screen glowing, trying to stick to the plan. Closed a couple tabs that were cluttering the mind. Left the heavy morning fog somewhere far behind. Wrote a little something, let the alphabet play. Yeah, that's the summary of the day. No trophy for the effort, no, but honestly, it's just about turning the key, just a half step forward. Yeah, we take what we get. No standing ovations, no breaking a sweat. Just a half step forward, cruising in a low gear. Everything else is just making the vision clear. Yeah, ride the groove. Just letting the dust settle. Ice in the glass melting down to the wire. One tiny spark turning into a quiet fire. Wrote down a stanza, deleted a line. Crossed one single box off the grand design. It ain't cinematic, there's no movie montage. Just slowly back in the car, out the garage. A fraction of an inch better than the AM. No need to fake it, no need to play 'em. No sudden revelations dropping out of the sky. Just the quiet little hours watching the world go by. And maybe that's the secret, maybe that's the whole trick. Building up the foundation brick by little brick. Yeah, day by day, piece by piece. Nothing for the highlight reel, no flash in the gold. Just a regular story quietly being told. Just a half step forward, doing what I gotta do. With just enough motion to carry me through. The monitor casts shadow on the wall. The skyline is turning blue, catching the fall. Just a half step, that's plenty. Yeah, just a half step, that's plenty. picture develop. Take it frame by frame. Looked at an empty Polaroid when the sun was high. Now there's a little silhouette against the sky. I'm not popping the cork or throwing a feast, but the heavy resistance has slightly decreased. Put a couple of fragments onto the scale, finding a tiny breeze for a stationary sail. No blockbuster movie, no fireworks show, just a gradual shift in the undertow. Yeah, feeling the pull, tipping the hourglass, grain by grain. No need to stand out in the pouring rain. Tipping the hourglass, trusting the fall. Sometimes the quietest moves say it all. Yeah, keeping it smooth. Let the chemicals react. Don't shake it. The ice in the lemonade melted away. The street lights are chasing the end of the day. One isolated whisper becoming a voice, a subtle commitment to a brand new choice. The train on the overpass rattles the brick while I'm carefully laying a solitary wick. It might look like I'm frozen completely still, but I'm slowly trekking up the side of the hill. Yeah, out of the valley, tipping the hourglass, grain by grain. No need to stand out in the pouring rain. Tipping the hourglass, watching the sand slowly mapping the layout of the land. Yeah, finding the route. A little more contrast in the shot. The night creeping into the empty lot. Just a subtle transition and rest in the mind. Just breathing. The screen lit up about 60 minutes back. Caught a handful of words before the glass went black. I ain't leaving you on red, I'm just pausing the tape, letting this quiet afternoon naturally take its shape. Got the dark roast breathing, faint steam in the air. Window pushed open, just sinking in the chair. The street lights blinking slowly in the fading light. Yeah, I get back to you, just let the clock tick down. I'm taking the scenic route, cause a real conversation needs a grounded state of mind. Not a hurried little message that I throw together blind. I'll get back to you when the feeling's right. Got the keyboard open but the letters are still. Funny how the honest words take a moment to chill. Twilight bleeding purple right across the wood floor. Just letting this playlist run for one track more. That little notification is safe where it stays. You can't rush the magic through the evening haze. No, you can't force the vibe, but it ain't a complex game, ain't a puzzle to solve. Just watching the colors in the skyline dissolve. The planet spins fast enough without my 2 cents. I'm just building up a quiet little picket fence around this hour. For a minute I'm just keeping to myself. The glass lights up and slowly goes to sleep. indigo evening, starting to get deep, just giving it time. Yeah. Yeah. Just let it spin. Tune out the noise for a second. Yeah. Phone did a dance on the edge of the desk. Caught the first few words, but I let it rest. Ain't playing hard to get, ain't fading to black. Just letting the needle keep riding the track. Dust motes floating in the afternoon rain. Watching the rush hour melting away. I'm locked in the present, I'm holding the chill. Sometimes the best move is just standing still. Yeah, catching the breeze, I'll be hitting you back, but I'm taking a pause. Not a slave to the screen or the digital laws. Cause a meaningful word needs a quiet mind. Not a fast little message I leave behind. I'll be hitting you back when the frequency drops. Yeah, just let the tempo breathe. Yeah. Yeah. Draft sitting empty, just a blinking mark. Waiting for the sky to transition to dark. The window is framing a silhouette view. Just letting this jazz record play all the way through. That message is safe, it ain't going nowhere. I'm just giving the moment the proper care. Some conversations need a rhythm and soul. Can't rush the magic when you're out for a stroll. Gotta let it collect, no complicated games, no playing a part. Just letting the evening finish its art. The city's on fast forward, spinning out of control. I'm just putting some analog back in the soul. Just me, the silence, and a cup on the wood. Taking a minute just to feel good. Yeah, stepping aside. Screen fades out to a quiet gray. The horn section gently blowing the day away. Give it a minute, I'll talk to you soon. Finding the pulse. Take it easy today. Yeah. Stared at a silent grid when the morning began. Now I see a little structure, a whisper of a plan. It ain't a masterpiece worthy of a museum frame, but I'm no longer standing in the spot where I came. Strung a couple concepts, built a tiny bridge, slowly hiking up the slope, just a fraction of a ridge. No fireworks exploding, no confetti in the air, just a quiet evolution happening in this chair. Yeah, taking the steps, moving the dial, just a millimeter forward, no sprinting to the finish line, no running toward it. Moving the dial, taking it ounce by ounce, just the quiet little victories that really gonna count. Moving the dial, yeah, catching the drift. Slow and steady, don't rush. rush the process. The ice in the tumbler slowly melting into water, sorting out the static, bringing it to order. One little fragment naturally magnetized to another, unearthing a rhythm that I didn't try to uncover. The avenues below are shifting to a neon glow, while I'm navigating channels at a tempo nice and slow. It might not look like magic to a passing eye, but the foundation is solid, right beneath the twilight sky, yeah, laying the bricks, moving the dial just a millimeter forward. No sprinting to the finish line, no running toward it. Moving the dial, adding drops to the bucket, letting the momentum build. Ain't no reason to rush it. Moving the dial, just trust in the groove. Grid got some color now. The street lamps flicker on, just a couple miles down the road, yeah. That's enough for today. Unplug for a second, let it breathe. Screen lit the shadow about an hour ago. Caught a glimpse of the text in the digital glow. Left the phone face down on the mahogany wood. Ain't dodging the talk, just feeling too good. The espresso is sitting, leaving rings on the tray. Watching the afternoon slowly melting away. Trading the pixels for a physical groove. No sudden reactions, no hurry to move. Yeah, keeping it anchored, I'll get back on the line. But I'm pausing the clock, just holding my ground like a ship at the dock. Cause a genuine word needs a minute to breathe, not a rushed little text that I pull from my sleeve. I'll get back on the line when the frequency's right. No rush on the reply, just catching the vibe. Got an empty text bubble and a blinking line. Trying to force the connection just ruins the design. The horizon is shifting from a blue to an ink, just giving my spirit a second to think. That little red badge sitting still on the app while I sync up my pulse with the snare drums tap. Some talks need a simmer, you can't microwave them. Got a handful of thoughts and I'm trying to save them for when the mind is clear and the feeling is deep. It ain't a cold shoulder, no complicated plot, just holding my space in this analog spot. The matrix is spinning a million a minute, this pocket of peace, I'm just trying to live in it. Taking a breath, stepping out of the stream, just me and the melody, building a dream, yeah. The backlight flashes and goes out of sight. The jazz tape rolls right into the night. Give me a minute, I'll hit send. Alright, operating on low battery, keeping the gears barely turning. Headphones on my ears, but the music is paused. Looking like a champion fighting a cause. Got a complicated spreadsheet filling the view while I'm contemplating what I'm actually gonna do. Tapping the space bar to a rhythm in my head, ignoring all the emails that I left unread. If the boss walked by, I'm the employee of the week. Just a masterful display of a quiet technique. Yeah, selling the show. The posture is rigid, the setup is sharp. Playing the charade like a classical harp. Ain't breaking a sweat, ain't catching a snooze. Just comfortably cruising in the afternoon blues. Yeah, walking the tightrope, operating on a simmer. Not boiling over, not going cold. Just doing enough so the narrative holds. Operating on a simmer, a masterful blend of doing absolutely nothing while pretending to tend. Yeah, pacing the floor. Look the part. Don't let the illusion drop. Color-coded a calendar for the upcoming year while the daylight outside starts to disappear. Watered the little cactus resting on the shelf, having a completely silent meeting with myself. It's a specific kind of magic when you stretch out the time, making zero actual progress without committing the crime. I'm physically present but mentally gone, just waiting for the twilight to carry me on. Yeah, stretching the hours, the posture is rigid, the setup is sharp. Playing the charade like a classical harp. Ain't breaking a sweat, ain't catching a snooze. Just comfortably cruising in the afternoon blues. Yeah, holding the line, operating on a simmer. Not boiling over, not going cold. Just doing enough so the narrative holds. Operating on a simmer, a masterful blend of doing absolutely nothing while pretending to tend. Yeah, keeping the status quo. Saver kicks in, bouncing off the wall. Dodged every single responsibility and call. Just enough effort to sleep well tonight. Just let the screen glow. No rush tonight. Glowing pixels paint the shadows right across my face. Lost track of the minutes in this quiet little place. Clicking through the pathways of the digital unknown. Sitting in the comfort of this solitary zone. Got a messy string of windows stretching out so wide. Taking zero shortcuts, just enjoying the ride. A half-drunk glass of water catching monitor light. We just coasting on the frequency tonight. Yeah, letting the bandwidth stretch. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread. Feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy. Just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise, yeah. Let the cursor drift away. Gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Started on a history wiki, ended up on Mars, reading up on ocean depths, then looking at the stars. Every little rabbit hole keeps pulling me down, while the heavy midnight settles all over the town. I don't need to summarize or study for a test, giving this exhausted brain a different kind of rest. Connecting constellations while I'm clicking in the dark, just blowing on the embers of a tiny little spark. You don't always gotta land a plane, you know. Sometimes you just stay up in the clouds. Let the logic take a backseat for a minute. Don't try to solve the riddle, just get lost in it. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread, feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy, just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise, yeah. Let the cursor drift away, gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Leave the sessions running, we can pick it up tomorrow. Let the quiet take over the room, keep the curiosity alive. Peace. Yeah. Let the world wait a minute, tap into the frequency. The glass screen shattered the dark with a sudden flash. Caught a preview of the text, but I made no dash. Turned the device over, let it kiss the wood, wrapped in this heavy silence, and it's feeling good. Incense burning, curling smoke to the ceiling. I'm trying to hold on to this analog feeling. It's not a rejection, it's a quiet selection, choosing the peace over instant connection, yeah. Riding the wave, I'll slide in your inbox. When the constellations align, I'm just reading between the instrumental lines. Cause the best of my words need a minute too steep. Can't give you the shallow when we always go deep. I'll slide in your inbox when the feeling is right. Yeah. Don't let the tempo rush you, sit back. Got a draft in my head, but my thumbs are on strike. Just cruising the rhythm like riding a bike. The sunset is bleeding a tangerine hue, just playing a little bit of Miles Davis for two. Me and my shadow keeping the pace, stepping right out of the digital race. No red receipts, no typing bubbles to show, just a soul getting lost in the audio flow, yeah. Letting it marinate. No ghosting intended, no games being played. Just sitting right here in the quiet I made. The servers keep spinning, the matrix is loud, but I'm taking a breath, stepping out of the crowd. A little hiatus before we converse, letting the universe handle the verse, taking back the time. The phone stays dark, the incense turns to ash. Give me a minute, I'll bridge the gap. Alright, keeping the engine idling, just burning the fuel. Staring at the weather app, predicting the rain, letting the elevator music loop in my brain. Got a fizzy kombucha sitting right by the phone, just pretending I'm stationed in the tactical zone. Organize the digital icons perfectly straight, testing out some new fonts while I casually wait. If the supervisor peeked through the vertical blind, they witness a worker with a heavily occupied mind. You're taking the detour. The photos are labeled, the aesthetic is clean, looking like a highly efficient machine. Ain't moving mountains, ain't totally numb, just working the puzzle until the answers come. Yeah, finding the loophole, idling the motor, parked in the lot, putting up a framework with the little I got. Idling the motor, a quiet ballet, doing just enough to keep the boredom at bay. Yeah, coasting the perimeter. Look the part, keep the wheels spinning. Tracking a delivery that is 3 days away, sweeping all the crumbs off the keyboard tray, adjusting the thermostat up by a single degree, deleting old screenshots out the gallery. The shadows are creeping right across the cement while I'm trying to figure out how the afternoon went. It's a curious cycle, avoiding the sweat but crossing off micro goals that I haven't even set. Yeah, dodging the heavy lifting. The photos are labeled, the aesthetic is clean, looking like a highly efficient machine. Ain't moving mountains, ain't totally numb, just working the puzzle until the answers come. Yeah, holding the cover, idling the motor, parked in the lot, putting up a framework with the little I got. Idling the motor, quiet ballet, doing just enough to keep the boredom at bay. Yeah, running down the battery. Tracking app says it's arriving late. The sunset painting a glowing slate, just enough friction to call it a shift. Dial it back a notch, just finding the pocket. Vibration on the table broke the silence in two. Caught half a sentence while the sky turned to blue. I didn't swipe it away, I just let it lay. Stepping out of the rush, letting the melody play. The coffee is dripping, the tempo is slow. Watching the shadows put on a quiet show. Not avoiding the talk, just avoiding the rush. Trading the digital noise for a momentary hush. Yeah, keeping it grounded, I'll type it out soon, but I'm staying right here, letting the static in my mind disappear. Cause a real dialogue needs a steady baseline, not a quick little text that I rush to design. I'll type it out soon, when the wavelength is clear. Yeah. Don't force the tempo, let the chords resolve. Got the chat open wide, but the keyboard is still. Got a cup of tranquility, I'm trying not to spill. The sun dipping down behind the concrete trees, just catching my breath in the evening breeze. That unread badge is just a dot in the room, while I let these late afternoon thoughts fully bloom. Some words carry weight, you can't just throw them around. Gotta wait till both of my feet hit the ground. Yeah, keeping the balance. No elaborate scheme, no playing it cool, just a quiet rebellion stepping out of the pool. The timeline is racing, everyone's out of breath. I'm just taking a minute to honor the depth of a slow afternoon before the twilight descends. Just me and the quiet making amends. taking it offline. The screen flashes once, watching the shadows bend, just finding the rhythm before I hit send. Give it a minute, yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, just catching the groove. Let the record spin. Screen glowing, playing the role for the afternoon, typing nothing to the rhythm of this dusty tune. Scrolling down a timeline, hoping for a spark, staring at the glass till the room gets dark. Espresso to my left, losing all its heat. Got the planner wide open, looking perfectly neat, looking like a boss from a mile away. But my mind took a flight on a holiday. I say I'm on the grind right now, but honestly I'm just letting the clock wind down. Busy, looking the part, got my chin on my hand, a dozen open windows, but I'm losing the plan. Busy, looking the part, just floating in space. Sometimes doing nothing is setting the pace. Yeah, catch the vibe. Yeah, just let it breathe right here. Files on the desktop, creating the maze, reading one headline, caught in a daze. Tried to brainstorm, sketch a master design, but I ended up watching the sun cross the blind. City lights waking up, painting the glass, watching the hours and the silhouettes pass. Somewhere in the middle of lost and in tune is where the right words usually bloom. Maybe finding the way doesn't mean moving fast. Maybe all the good ideas are saved for the last. Maybe sitting in the silence is a part of the art, letting all the tangled pieces slowly come apart. The screen's going to sleep, the coffee is dry, just a couple good thoughts watching time go by. Check the dial, just letting the world spin on its own. Phone buzzed about an hour ago, lit up the desk, read a fragment of a line, put the screen to rest. No disrespect, I ain't dodging the thread, just letting the afternoon settle in my head. Espresso cooling off, breeze hitting the blinds, the city down below softly hitting rewind. I'm anchored in the present, stepping out of the race, just catching the rhythm of this quiet space. Yeah, you're gonna hear from me, just not right out the gate. I'm letting the tempo breathe, I'm making it wait. Cause a real conversation needs a delicate touch, not a rapid fire text when you're rushing too much. You're gonna hear from me, just catching the groove. rush the frequency. Got a blinking cursor sitting on a vacant screen, searching for the right words hiding in between the twilight painting shadows on the studio wall, letting one more jazz record quietly fall. That little message waiting is a part of the scene. Sometimes you gotta pause the digital routine, let the sentiment simmer, let the atmosphere brew. The honest words arrive when you don't force them to. No complex alibi, no hidden agenda, just a quiet afternoon that I'm trying to render. The globe spins quick enough without my permission. I'm putting the rush hour on an intermission. Just me, the melody, and the fading light, giving the soul a minute to calibrate right. Yeah, taking 5. The screen blinks twice, then fades into the black. The indigo is heavy, no rushing it back. Give it a minute, I'll hit send. Yeah, just breathing in, no pressure on the dial. Looked at a solid block of wood at the start of the shift. Now I managed to give the heavy burden a lift. I'm not aiming for the gallery or chasing a prize, just clearing a little fog right out of my eyes. Shaved off a rough edge, smoothed out the grain, finding the tiny umbrella in the middle of the rain. It ain't a miracle cure, ain't a magical leap, just making good on a promise I'm trying to keep, yeah. Staying the course, turning the wheel, just a degree at a time. No need to treat the daily hustle like a mountain to climb. Turning the wheel, letting the friction ease, navigating gently through the evening breeze, yeah. Guiding the ship. Trust the compass. Keep the rotation slow. The radiator hissing gently in the corner of the room, watching a tiny little thought slowly start to bloom. One isolating whisper syncing up with the bass, a quiet little victory taking its proper place. The highway below is packed with the rushing crowd, while I'm keeping my frequency safely away from the loud. The elevation is subtle, completely under the hood, but I'm standing a little taller than I previously stood, yeah. Out of the static, turning the wheel, just a degree at a time. No need to treat the daily hustle like a mountain to climb. Turning the wheel, trusting the gentle spin, slowly discovering the rhythm I'm finally in, yeah. Feeling the groove, a little more polish on the wood. The street lights waking up the neighborhood. Just a silent push forward and walking away. Yeah, let the tape roll. Take it real slow. Face the heavy silence when the morning rolled around. Now I've managed to extract a solitary sound and throwing no parades or calling up the press. Just untying a single knot inside this mental mess. Wipe the layer of the dust right off the window pane, letting just a little sunlight penetrate the brain. There's no explosive revelation, no dramatic shift, just catching hold of an anchor so I don't completely drift. Yeah. Feeling the weight, twisting the lens, bringing it into view. No need to redline the engine to make it through. Twisting the lens, focusing the sight, slowly transforming the heavy into the light. Yeah. Taking the reins, let the picture develop. Give it some space. The filament inside the desk lamp humming in the quiet, navigating right through the middle of the riot. One isolated fragment bonding with its mate, a subtle transformation happening on the slate. The silhouettes outside are stretching on the brick while I'm trying to figure out what's really gonna stick. The evolution is undercover, hiding in the seams, but I'm a couple paces closer to unraveling the dreams. Yeah, out of the dark, twisting the lens, bringing it into view. No need to redline the engine to make it through. Twisting the lens, trusting the delay, letting the hazy illusions finally wash away. Holding the frame, a little more shape to the outline. The shadows settling on the pavement, just a minor adjustment, and rest in the eye. Just letting the pendulum stop swinging. Listen. Unbutton the top collar, finally letting the neck breathe. The hump of the ventilation system just died down. Didn't conquer an empire today, didn't burn one to the ashes either. Just traded a chunk of the calendar for a stamp on the invisible card. Swept the heavy cloth across the dry erase board, leaving nothing but the ghost marks of yesterday's panic. Navigated the entire maze without hitting a single dead end. It's a perfectly mediocre masterpiece, just a straight line drawn in the sand. Chalk it up to gravity, things fall exactly where they have to settle. No trophies on the shelf, no warning letters in the mail. Just maintaining the vital signs, taking the quiet exit out the side door. Yeah, taking the side door. The distant hum of the commute is already starting to whisper, jingling the brass keys deep inside the left pocket. The stack of unread memos stays right where I planted them. They can gather their own dust until the earth rotates back around. There is a specific kind of beauty in the mundane, you know, when the chaos simply forgets your address for a few hours. When the scale balance is dead center, I paid my dues to the clock. The debt is settled, stepping off the carpet, hitting the deadbolt, leaving the silence to guard the room. Let the night shift take over. Just easing back, no countdown today, huh? A brief vibration shook the edge of the shelf. Caught a fragment of text but kept it to myself. I'm not dodging the dialogue, just pumping the brakes, savoring the silence that the twilight makes. Got a cup of Earl Grey cooling off in the mug, watching the sunbeam stretch across the rug. The concrete jungle is dropping its gears, just letting the heavy pressure disappear. Yeah, taking a breath, I formulate an answer when the mood is aligned. I'm leaving the rushing and the panic behind, because a worthy exchange needs a grounded soul, not an automated reflex out of control. I'll formulate an answer when the shadows arrive. Just letting it drift, no need to force the clock. Got an empty dialogue box waiting for ink, but I'm giving my mental state a second to think. The horizon is bleeding out a crimson shade, while a vintage saxophone starts to serenade. That pending notification is fine where it sits. I refuse to compress my emotions to bits. Gotta let the atmosphere dictate the flow. The authentic expressions always blossom slow, yeah, letting them grow. There's no elaborate mystery or puzzle to crack, just laying the armor down, taking a step back. The whole hemisphere is racing, chasing a trend, but I'm taking a detour before I hit send. A momentary sanctuary far from the screen, just floating completely in this local scene. Yeah, finding the groove. The display turns black, the evening settles down. Just a little more patience, I'll be around. Yeah, keeping the pressure at zero, just floating the perimeter. The monitor glowing right in front of my face, operating at a very particular pace. A glass of iced water leaving rings on the wood, putting off the heavy lifting like I probably should. Arranging the sticky notes by the shade of the blue, inventing tiny little missions that I gotta pursue. To the untrained eye, it's a rigorous grind, but I'm just taking a holiday inside of my mind. Yeah, stretching the tape, not climbing a mountain, not entirely still, just coasting the wagon right down the hill. A very specific frequency hovering light, dodging the actual labor, completely out of sight. Yeah, playing it smooth. the minimum quota. Yeah, that's the agenda. Returning to sender, becoming a quiet pretender. The minimum quota, a beautiful scheme, doing just a fraction of the things in the dream. Yeah, keeping it low-key. Look completely absorbed. Don't break the focus. Erased a couple of commas, put them right back in. Watching where the shadows end and the street lights begin. Listening to a trumpet solo bleeding through the wall. Waiting for the motivation to finally call. The traffic is honking down on the avenue, while I'm carefully deciding what I'm never gonna do. The greatest epiphanies don't need an alarm. They just quietly settle right on your arm. Yeah, catching the dust. Not climbing a mountain, not entirely still. Just coasting the wagon right down the hill. A very specific frequency, hovering light. Dodging the actual labor, completely out of sight. You're walking the line. The ink in the roller bar completely unused. The boundary of the workday is slightly confused. A couple of disconnected fragments starting to link. It happens exactly when you're trying not to think. Yeah, letting it breathe. A tiny amount of actual labor. The neon signs blink into life. Just enough friction to validate the day. Let the loot ride. No deadlines in here tonight. The monitor hums a quiet tune, catching the glow of a digital moon. Windows stacked up like a deck of cards, wandering far from my own backyard. Cursor hovering over a sea of text, not even caring what I click on next. Sipping the dregs of a cold green tea, setting the heavy expectations free. Yeah, just letting the rhythm breathe. Lose the map, let the sequence break. Cruising along on a data lake, getting happily lost in the endless scroll. Just a laid-back tempo for a tired soul. No finish line, no clock to beat, just a virtual stroll down a random street. Yeah, let the curiosity steer. Nothing but good vibes here. Started on a wiki about a vintage guitar. Now I'm reading up on how to track a shooting star. Every hyperlink is just a brand new door, finding little facts that I can't ignore. Shadows creeping up the apartment wall. I'm just catching the pieces as they slowly fall. Ain't trying to build a masterpiece tonight, just bathing in the wash of the pixel light. You don't always gotta produce, you know? Sometimes the engine just needs to run slow. Let the trivia stack, let the logic bend. The detour is the journey, my friend. Don't force the puzzle pieces into place. Just enjoy the empty space. Lose the map, let the sequence break. Cruising along on a data lake, getting happily lost in the endless scroll. Just a laid-back tempo for a tired soul. No finish line, no clock to beat, just a virtual stroll down a random street. Leave the sessions running, let the screensaver kick in. We can pick the puzzle back up when the morning begins. Keep the frequency loose, catch you on the flip side. Check the dial, just letting it simmer. Spinning a ballpoint pen across the knuckles, watching the heavy leather of the belt buckle. Got a blank document glowing on the screen, doing a whole lot of nothing in between. Organizing my bookmarks by the alphabet, dodging the deadline that I haven't even met. If the cameras were rolling, they'd see a pioneer, but my mental transmission is totally unclear. Yeah, playing the game, not exactly sprinting, not entirely stopped, just watching the temperature as it slowly dropped. A specific vibration, comfortably numb, just twiddling the fingers and the opposable thumb. Yeah, finding the pocket, the gentle disguise. Yeah, that's the routine, keeping up the appearance of a focus machine. Gentle disguise, a beautiful fake, seeing exactly how long of a break I can take. Yeah, stretching the bounds. The Earl Grey steeping way past the bitter point, just stretching the cartilage in the elbow joint. Deleted a draft that I wrote to myself, staring at the paperbacks lining the shelf. The sirens are wailing on the boulevard, while I'm acting like thinking is incredibly hard. The quietest moments are when the logic connects. You can't force an epiphany down the cortex. Yeah, letting it land, the gentle disguise. Yeah, that's the routine, keeping up the appearance of a focus machine. Gentle disguise, a beautiful fake, seeing exactly how long of a break I can take. Yeah, pacing the room, the sunbeams catching the dust in the air. The cushion is sinking inside of the chair. A handful of syllables starting to bind. It happens whenever you're empty in the mind. Yeah, clearing the cache. A fraction of a milestone. The shadows taking over the floor. Just enough friction to finally lock the door. Just let it spin. Yeah, take a breath. Shadows stretching long across the hardwood floor. Glanced at the watch, I ain't stressing no more. The mug went cold about an hour ago. I was riding the pocket, just keeping the flow. Shifted some papers, cleared out the queue. Nothing too heavy, just pushing it through. Kept my head down while the pendulum swung. Another shift played out, another song sung. Just a regular rotation of the daily grind. Left the heavy lifting and the rush behind. No fireworks popping, no parades in the street. Just matching the tempo of a slow tempo beat. Got through the hustle, managed the pace. A quiet little win in the noisy place. Yeah, a quiet little win. Street lamps flickering on the avenue now. Made it to the finish line any which way, how. Didn't force the magic, just played the right chords. Stepping away from the screens and keyboards. The city's changing colors, painted in blue. Did exactly what I was supposed to do. Sometimes the victory is just staying in tune, catching the vibe of a late afternoon. Take a deep breath in, let the tempo drop. It's the sweet release when the deadline stop. No overachieving, just existing. Yeah, just coasting on the rhythm. Screen goes black, mind goes blank. Save the files for another dawn. Leave the desk behind, we out. Screen goes black, mind goes blank. Screen goes black, mind goes blank. Save the files for another dawn. Leave the desk behind, we out.